So when I was in school, even before I completed school, I had planned my life. At 25, I'll buy a car. Then I'll get married. Then I think that is life for me. Live the fancy life, have fun, do my masters. 9 to 5 can also disappoint you. Document whatever you want to do. Sometimes when they are in your head, you don't really see how serious it is. What I've realized is that if you help yourself, that is where people help you. The fulfillment, we supply a lot to diabetics. When they take it and you'll be like, oh, this product is really nice. It makes me super proud. Like, at least I'm doing something valuable. I just woke up in my mail and then I realized that 40 under 40 Ghana, they've nominated me. I'm like, wow. I always say this, that what made you start won't make you quit. Don't depend on anybody, because the disappointment, you get it.
Welcome to today's episode of My Business Story, where real entrepreneurs share the raw, unfiltered journey behind their brands. We explore the moment that shaped their hustle, the challenges they've overcome, and the lessons they are still learning. Whether you are building your own business or just love a good story, you are in the right place. Let's get into it.
My name is Efia Kwachwa Japan Kwache. I'm a food scientist, founder for Cynlizelle Foods. We are into the manufacturing and processing of probiotic yogurts, very healthy. Our unique value proposition is to provide healthy foods for everyone. So Akwaaba Yoghurt, when you are taking it, you are taking something very healthy. Akwaaba Yoghurt is our debut product, our flagship product. So in the future, we'll be adding a lot of variants to it. My grandmom, who raised me, ever since I had known her, she was diabetic. And I realized that there's a need for providing healthy foods, especially people with underlying health conditions. So she raised me from 2 years to level 200. Then she passed on. She had a lot to deal with. She was diabetic, she was hypertensive, she had stroke. So I was studying food science back then in school. So I had to sit back to actually know how we can solve this problem. Whereas people who are in that condition can get something healthy to eat. And even before we get into that condition, we have to eat healthy. So that's what they need, and then the research to produce something which is very healthy. And then I chanced on yogurt because of its health benefits. It has a lot of health benefit people are not privy to. So I chanced on yogurt, started doing research, and then I realized that lots of yogurt in the market, they are sugary. So how can we produce something that is not sugary? So we started with developing the Akwaaba Yoghurt, low on sugar. The yogurt is low on sugar. Then with time, we did research, and then we had the sugar-free yogurt to it. So basically, that's how it came about. So I started this business in March 2021. That was like the prototype, the sampling period. So when I was in school, my main ambition was to work in the food sector. My course was splitted into two. You can major in the medical side and do the industrial side. But I didn't like the medical because my main objective was to work in an industry. I don't want any hospital. So I focused mainly on the industry. So getting Kasapreko I was so happy at that time because at least I could explore. But here lies the case that you go there and then they tell you the lab is full. So you have to go to sales. I consulted my parents and they were like, oh, it's just national service, so you can do it. After national service, then you do what you want to do. But you know the realities. After national service, there's actually no job. So as they offered the sales for me to do it, I was like, okay, then let me do it as a contract and then see where it takes me to. But on the sales field, I realized that no, this is not my bearing. I don't like what I'm doing. Although because of the money, of course, it wasn't my bearing. So that made me, although I had the ambition to develop a very healthy food substance, that really triggered me to get into that, do research. get a company, register on the side. With that one, I felt like, yes, this is what I actually want to do. It relates to my field of study. It wouldn't be a waste than just throwing my certificate away and then focusing solely on sales. Yeah. A lot of people even advise me to get a master's in sales because that's where I am. But I realized that no, it's not sales I want to do. I actually want to do foods and be a food product developer, be developing foods, just not being a quality control officer, but be developing, be doing research around it and then know what actually works, what is healthy for people to eat. That's how it went until I finally made the tough decision to resign and then come and focus solely on Akwaaba Yoghurt to make it, because I really wanted to penetrate the brand into the market. But working for somebody, there will be conflict of interest. So you can't push it that much. You can't brand yourself on social media. You can't do a lot of things. It shrinks you. So that's it. So when I took the decision to resign, it wasn't an easy decision, but I would say for now, I see that it's worth it. Yeah. I started with less than 500 Cedis. It's not like that is what, you see sometimes when we say this, people confuse it. That is what I started with. So the first one, I had to register the company and then everything. Bought milk, got bottles, the same space. So I had a small cubicle where when I do the production, because I was at home, it was easy because I could do it at dawn. Anytime I could sleep and then wake up to it. Yeah, so a small cubicle in my room, I'll do the bottling with the assistance from my grandpa. So as I'm doing it, he'll be capping it for me. We started with like 30 bottles. Yes, 30 bottles. Then we graduated to 60 bottles. So I had this. You saw the tabletop fridge there, that fridge there. So that's what I said was in my room. So when I do it, then I pack them in it. Then it won't be sales. You just be giving it out to people, taste it and give me feedback. So all that money that would be invested at that time, it went because you have to do sampling to people. Yes. So I even had the right texture that I was looking for until I was able to get my licenses from FDA and all those. I think I had my license in 2022 to start operating fully. That was when I was like, okay, then if I have the license, then let me produce and supply to stores. So my first customer was my auntie. So I could give her some product to sell because the people at that place liked it. Then she would give me money. She was giving me money. It wasn't enough, but I saw that, okay, there's value for what I'm doing. I'm getting money out of it. Yeah. Yeah, because you're actually new in the market. So penetrating it was easy. People would be like, "It's your yento, it's your yogurt no yento." Yeah, it was difficult, but one secret about consuming Akwaaba yogurt is the taste. When you taste it, you won't say anything again. Yeah, you won't say anything again about it. You would buy it. But competing with brands that have name already in the industry, it's quite difficult. So you have to work on your pricing. You come down so that people can also buy it. So it was quite, it's with every new product. Because I've pushed the new product before Akwaaba Yoghurt. So I know how these things work. It's tough to penetrate unless you have a huge machinery. But some total filling station have it, some Gulf filling station, and then everywhere you go that there's a filling station and then there's a mat, just ask. Who knows? Akwaaba Yoghurt might be there. Yes. So it's a product that can be exported. I believe everything can be exported if the value is good. It just has to go through some regulatory procedures. Then after the regulatory procedures is done, we are out to export. But as a startup, because you don't have that maxilla wings to just do things, penetrate like that, unless you have a huge machinery behind you, then you know that you can push it. But as you alone, you just have to go through the due process. I remember when I first obtained my license from FDA, they told me I can export after 5 years. And I think I'm still not there. So if I'm to follow the regulations, I still have to wait until that. Yeah. Oh, in a month, we do like 1,500 bottles to 2,000 bottles every month, because that is what can help us settle everything here. So 1,500 to 2,000 bottles, yeah, every month. The target audience are people who want to live healthy, like underlying health condition. There's this deficiency called AFID, so avoidant restrictive food intake disorder. So we have people that can't take sugar, they don't take oil, they can't take spice. That is our target market. Those are the people we want to reach out to. We are creating a value, whereas you see these people I mentioned, they are in a cage. Some are even depressed. They don't even know what to take in when they wake up. You are taking cocoa without sugar, but we are providing a value, whereas you are consuming our product. It's sweet, but you're not hurting your health. So we've done a lot of extensive and intensive research about this to provide very healthy foods. We don't compromise on our production at all. We don't compromise. So people, older people, younger people, right now younger people are even accumulating a lot of disease. There's this we call lifestyle diseases: hypertension, stroke, diabetes. They are all lifestyle. You start it as early as your 20s, what you accumulate till 40, then you get it. So we are providing foods, whereas when you are able to roll with us, you are not going to accumulate this disease. We are making sure that you are going to live very, very, very healthy by providing healthy foods. Nutritional value: one, it's low on sugar. So when you are taking it, you know that you are away from diabetes. Secondly, yogurt is very good for the gut health. It prevents anal cancer because you would have easy bowels. Thirdly, if you're a woman and then you suffer from candidiasis a lot, it's also going to help prevent candidiasis. It's good for people who have high blood pressure. And then if you even want to lose weight, you can also take yogurt. These are just surface health benefits I'm mentioning to you. But besides that, it possesses a lot of health benefits when you read intensively into yogurt. So yogurt itself, it's a healthy product. Whereas I encourage people to even take yogurt more than any beverage, because it's solely about health. It's solely because of the probiotic that we introduce into the yogurt. The probiotics, they are the healthy bacteria that the body needs. So as the more you take it, you are healthy. So even it will be advisable for people, like everybody, to even include at least yogurt, maybe within 3 days, at least you include one in your diet. Yeah, even before you go to sleep, you can take yogurt with fruits. Yeah, I encourage that a lot. Yogurt, I won't lie, it's a very profitable business. Very, very profitable business. You are going to get as twice as what you put in it. Yeah, if there are no bills to take care of, you should get twice as what you put in. Like for every batch of production you do, you should get twice. When I was doing 9 to 5, like the revenue I'm making here is like 7 times. It's not my money. The revenue I'm making is like 7 times, but you know, because you are running a facility, there's workers, there are bills, there are a lot of bills that you are supposed to pay. But I see a much more growth, me as a person, and where I wanted the business to be. I see much more growth. Like if I hadn't resigned to come and solely focus here, I would have been there thinking that is all, that is it. Because one major thing that made me resign was I didn't see any challenge. It's just one basic duty. Sales, you are going, you are coming. But I want a work that I can think, I can innovate. So I wasn't seeing that at all. So I had to, it really pushed me out. It pushed me out to come and start something on my own and then think. So right now the revenue I'm making much more than where I was. Just that running a business is not a child's play. So there are lots of bills that have to be in place. Yeah. The major challenge that I faced was, I was doing my national service when I started this. I had to pump all the money, my savings. They were paying me 559. I had to push everything into the business for it to sustain, because with the 500 cedis that I said I started with time, because it's sampling, it will get finished. So I would need to get like the right suppliers so that they will supply me, and then it involved a lot of capital. So I had to do that. I would say finances, that's the major challenge as a startup. I'm somebody who doesn't really spend, so I was much focused on the business. God being so good, after my national service I was retained, so I had some money to be turning the business around, and one of the things that I really had a lot to juggle with, after my national service I had to go back to do my degree, and school, Kasapreko, Akwaaba Yoghurt, it wasn't easy at all, because sometimes one person, 3 in 1, it wasn't easy, because the school was weekend, so Saturday, Sunday, and then I have to wake up and go to work the next Monday. Sometimes I feel like crying because I'm so exhausted. Okay, so directly we are 5 here. I have a quality control person. I have people who are assisting production. There's an accountant, and there's me myself. So we have designated roles for them. Indirectly, it's a value chain. I'm sourcing from suppliers, and in turn, I'm also giving them employment. After sourcing from suppliers, I'm paying workers. There are a lot of youth out there that don't even know what to do. There are no jobs. Then after that, the people that are also selling it to, they're also making something for themselves. So it's a value chain that I've created.
Ghana is home to over 2 million small and medium enterprises, the heartbeat of our economy. But only a few ever break through beyond their neighborhoods, beyond their streets, beyond their cities. That's why my business story exists, to give these everyday businesses the voice, visibility, and platform they need to succeed. If you believe in supporting local dreams and growing African businesses, then please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's tell their stories together.
Labor is a huge challenge, because when you employ somebody to work with, they don't share your vision. It is your vision, and then you are aligning them with the vision. Workers could just stab you in the back when you don't expect it. Yes. And also, funding is also a huge challenge, especially when you are doing this without any support. I won't lie, there has been support from family, friends, external people. Before even I set up this whole place, there was a support coming from somewhere to help me. But as the business grows, the demands also goes. Yes, so challenges, funding is a huge challenge, especially when you don't have anyone backing you, no system, and then you have to do things on your own. It makes it quite harder. With the human challenges, I've structured the place to be, if you are not available, I can do it on my own. Although I'll stress, I don't let the work revolve around workers. So anytime they are not even there, I'm like, how can I do this when there's nobody around? How can I do this? Although it is draining, because you can't do everything on your own. But if you don't master that craft, they will just leave you hanging. So with me, there's nothing I can do here. Although there are some things that require expertise. But whatever I'm supposed to do, I make sure that I do it before any worker. Because when you come, I'm coming to train you to do this, then do this, do that. Because you can't hold anybody's future. That I won't let you go when the person wants to go. There can be a very hardworking person or hardworking staff that you think you can rely on. That person can disappoint you in the long run. So in turn, you just make the work revolve around you because it's your vision and you are driving people. I think with that, it makes it quite easier when people leave. At least you can even tax someone who is not an expert, like somebody who is not working, maybe have a younger sister, oh, come and help me do this. Maybe at the end of the month, I will pay you, then you drive the person. I think that works than actually throwing everything on a worker, like you're supposed to do this. So this happened in 2023. I was working. I just woke up in my mail and then I realized that 40 under 40 Ghana, they've nominated me. I'm like, wow, that was like a huge mileage in my career because to be amongst those people, they are all top CEOs. So when I saw that, I was like, wow, I'm working really hard. But because I was working, I couldn't really make noise about it. So yeah, that one. And then sometimes too, the fulfillment, we supply a lot to diabetics. When they take it and they'll be like, oh, this product is really nice. It makes me super proud. Like at least I'm doing something valuable. So the fulfillment of people also taking it and giving you appraisal on it, that feeling is the best. I always entreat people that if you want to really know how this world is, you need to venture into entrepreneurship. Yeah, one key lesson that entrepreneurship has taught me is the need not to rely on people because anybody can fail you at any time. In 2023, I was operating this facility. At that time, I had 3 workers. They all woke up. One person came, I'm going to learn tiling. The other person came, I'm going to police training. The other person came, I'm going to writing of deck. I was left here alone. I could come here and then I'm depressed. I don't even know where to start from. It was so challenging. I had to pick even if I try to pick myself up, it doesn't pick because I was still working for somebody. So I have to close the space, go, come. I can't do production. Our production, you can't do it alone. So it has really taught me a lesson that everybody in your cycle, your father, your mother, your family, your friends, everybody can disappoint you. So I live and run the business as an independent person or an entity. I don't. When you feel me, I tell people that these things that happens, you don't share the same vision with the person. The person doesn't share the same vision. It is your vision. You have seen what you want to do, so you just move. Don't depend on anybody, because the disappointment you get it from places that you don't even expect them to be. So that's one key. I don't depend on anybody at all. Anytime I ask this question, I laugh because every day you wake up and you feel like, what did I get myself into? Yes, every day, because especially when the bills are coming in, you wake up and then you feel like, I'm a degree holder. Why don't I get my set and start working? But what keeps you going? I always say this, that what made you start won't make you quit. So what keeps you going? You are serving, your core objective is to sell healthy foods. And customers will call you, giving you feedback. I really love the yogurt. When I took it, I could see a significance in my health. Are you going to stop? So these things, these reviews will keep you going. Will keep you going all the time because that's the core objective that we are trying to fulfill. So anytime they call us, give us impressive reviews, and then the company is also growing from my room to here to one space. Now we are expanding. Maybe probably we'll be building a factory very soon. So if you see that massive growth, I'm not sure quitting becomes easy. Yeah, you just need to head up high and then push. So the future plans of this business is we want to reach out to everybody who wants healthy foods. Secondly, advise people on the need to consume healthy foods. Because when you go to the hospital and you see lots of people who are suffering from lifestyle disease, it will amaze you. So we want to get everywhere touch people. My grandmother's story, she was diabetic. Unfortunately, she couldn't survive it. Then there is a need for us to be intentional about our health now. Eat healthy, regular exercising, good dieting. So that is the core objective of the company. Like within a few years to come, everybody should hear about Akwaaba Yoghurt and the health benefits of Akwaaba Yoghurt, and also consume. I've realized that the sales was just God working within my life, because after doing the sales, I got a lot of customers and they like me. Wherever you pass, if you're here, even as an I see people that I don't know. So the sales actually gave me a good communication skill, how to convince customers to buy. So most of the customer base that I have now, it was through the sales job that I did. And even as I now, to convince somebody that, oh, I have this product, I want, it's very easy. Sometimes my staff here are amazed at how I do it. Yes, so it has really given me, it's a step in the right direction. I didn't understand it that time, but this time I see the impact. So when I was in school, even before I completed school, I planned my life. At 25, I'll buy a car. So, every young graduate after school, you get a job. And I was working with one big company. Then after that, I'll be maintained. Then I'll have money, do what I want. Even they wanted to take me to Kumasi at that time to work. So with the Kumasi, when they gave me the offer, I rejected it because I had already started this on the low. Yes, so I didn't take it. So I just wanted to see myself like at 25, then I'll get married. Then I think that is life for me. Live the fancy life, have fun, do my masters. I wanted to do like 4 or 5 masters. So do my masters then, but reality set in when I had to do a lot of research. I think it has to play with God. When you are growing, your ambitions changes. So I had to do a lot of research. How am I going to get this right? Be talking to people, scheduling meetings. So it changed. Everything about me changed. Yeah, I'll say that everything changed drastically. And as of now, I'm seated here. When I'm sleeping, it is Akwaaba Yoghurt. When I wake up, it is Akwaaba Yoghurt. Like everything about me is now Akwaaba Yoghurt to get it right. So I would tell a 9 to 5 person to start, whether small, just start. Document whatever you want to do. Sometimes when they are in your head, you don't really see how serious it is. Document it. Start on the side. It's difficult. Work on Saturdays. Even if you can work on Sunday, add it and start. If your work permits you to close and still do some deliveries and then others, just start, because 9 to 5 can also disappoint you. Yes, but when you have something on the side, you know that at least when anything happens, you are coming to what out. It might be small. The profit margins can be like a CD, a peswa, but just start. That one you can boast of it and say, this is proudly mine. Yeah. So with the youth who want to get into entrepreneurship, the best advice I'll give to them is to utilize their social media. No matter how bad the phone is, just take it, create handles, share it everywhere. Because right now, the world is a global village, whereas whatever you are sharing, you don't even know who might be watching it. So just start. The best way to start is to start. You are not waiting. And one thing I've realized is that God didn't give you alone wisdom. So before you are even drafting something, somebody's already on it. So immediately the idea comes to you, just start. Don't be keeping the idea and be waiting for huge sums of money. What I've realized is that if you help yourself, that is where people help you. If you are pushing the product and people know you are pushing the product, if I'm trying to invest in this particular business, right now I've seen the value. It is Akwaaba Yoghurt this girl is doing. So when I want to push her, it is the product. But when you just have the idea, nobody will push an idea. So you just have to start. Social media, put it there. Everywhere you can, put it there. Word of mouth, share it with people. You wouldn't know what will happen in the future. Yeah. We are everywhere. We are on Instagram, Cynlizelle_Foods. We have another page we have 2 pages. We have Akwaaba Yoghurt 2 on Instagram. On LinkedIn, Cynlizelle Foods. On Facebook, Akwaaba Yoghurt Official. You can follow us. The number to call is 050-5579-799. And then we do deliveries everywhere in Ghana. Just call us. We are going to deliver Akwaaba Yoghurt to you. My name is Efia Kwachwa Ejapon Kwache. I'm the founder for Cynlizelle Foods, the food processing company in Ghana, proud producers of Akwaaba Yoghurt. And this is my business story.
Thanks for watching today's episode of My Business Story. If this inspired you, don't forget to like, comment, and share it with someone chasing their own dream. Subscribe for more real stories from entrepreneurs across Ghana and beyond, because every business has a story and yours could be next. See you in the next one.